A department says it's overwhelmed, so you approve another hire. And for a few months, that pressure disappears. Then the same department is overwhelmed again. So what happened? Did the company really outgrow the team? Or did the new employee simply absorb a problem nobody ever fixed? There's a way to tell the difference. In this video, I'll show you why this cycle keeps repeating, the 4 questions to ask before approving another position, and what to fix first, so growth does not always require more payroll. If you're new to the channel, I'm Brent Yax, and over the past 30 years, I have managed thousands of technology programs and projects. I've also started and sold a few different companies, and I'm currently the CEO of Awecomm, a 50-person managed IT company, and Awecomm AI, a new AI platform and consulting business. Over that time, I've been a part of many successes and a lot of failures. I'm hoping I can share with you all the lessons I've learned over the years, and hopefully they can have a positive impact on your business and your team. So let's get to it. So what's happening? From the executive level, the situation seems obvious, right? Revenue's growing, customer demand is increasing, so projects are taking longer, response times are slipping, employees are saying they're slammed. So the answer feels simple. Let's hire somebody. And sometimes that's exactly the right answer. But "we're busy" does not actually tell you what people are doing. And that distinction matters because a new employee is not a temporary expense. It's a salary, it's payroll tax, it's benefits, recruiting, onboarding, technology, training, management time, and more communication inside of the business. A hire adds capacity, but it also adds complexity. And if the process underneath the work is broken, that added capacity may disappear faster than you expect. And here's the part that's easy to miss. Growing companies do not just create more productive work, they create more work around the work. Searching for information, re-entering customer data, following up, routing requests, correcting forms, preparing updates, waiting for approvals, scheduling meetings, checking if things were even completed. Just a ton of busy work. And most likely, none of that is the work the customer is paying for. But someone still has to do it. As the company grows, the work often has to travel through more people, more departments, more systems, and more decisions. A customer request that once took one conversation may now move from sales to operations, then accounting, then implementation, then support. At every handoff, somebody copies something, someone emails something, someone waits, someone follows up, someone corrects a mistake. The business thinks it is adding people to serve more customers, but often it is adding people to manage the complexity created by serving more customers. That is organizational drag. And so you enter this headcount trap. So how do you know if this is you? Well, the cycle looks like this. The business grows, more transactions and communication enter the company. More handoffs, exceptions, and approvals appear. The team becomes overwhelmed. So you hire, which is great because the pressure falls for a while. But now there are more people to coordinate, more systems to manage, and more communications to move. So the team becomes overwhelmed again. Capacity was added, but leverage was not. So how do you know whether the next hire is truly necessary? Before approving the position, ask 4 questions. First, what actually changed? Did customer demand increase beyond the realistic capability of a well-designed process? Or did the same work simply become harder as the company grew? Second, where does the work spend its time? Is it actively being completed, or is it waiting for information, waiting for approvals, for access, routing, or another department? Third, what truly requires human judgment? Separate the work that needs expertise, relationships, decisions, and problem solving from the work that involves copying, searching, updating, reminding, and coordinating. Fourth, would the new employee remove the constraint? Or would that person simply become the newest manual bridge in a broken workflow? Right, that's the critical question, right? Because hiring can increase capacity, but it doesn't automatically improve the system that's consuming that capacity. The better model is not growth, then hire. It's growth, then find the friction, remove unnecessary steps, standardize the work that remains, connect the right information, automate the repeatable tasks, then hire for the work that genuinely requires people. And this is not about avoiding employees. It's about making sure every employee enters a business designed to use their talents well. Your best people should not spend their week chasing approvals, moving data, finding files, and manually updating everyone around them. They should be serving customers, solving problems, making decisions, building relationships, and creating growth. Technology should not make people less important. It should make their time more valuable. So the next time a department asks for another person, don't begin with, can we afford the hire? Begin with, what is consuming the capacity we already have? Because when the same team is overwhelmed 6 months after the last hire, the people may not be the problem. They may be working inside a system that consumes capacity faster than you can add it. Growth creates complexity, but efficiency has to be designed. If you like this content, make sure to hit the like button or subscribe. Thank you.